Hi everyone and welcome. Today in this affection set, I'm sharing about touching. When did you last touch someone outside your family or intimate relationship? I don't mean a brush of the fingers when you took your parcel from the courier guy. I mean, when did you pat the arm or back of a stranger, a colleague, or share a hug with a friend? When St. Paul exhorts us to be kindly affectionate to one another, by its very definition, it's going to include touching. And Paul is taking this outside of the family setting, where the original word actually places it. We're hearing from the great apostle that the whole world needs a love that can be felt. And if anyone should be showing the way with this, it's the followers of Jesus. Just as Jesus never shunned the affectionate touch of the woman whom he had forgiven, it's love like that to which Paul exhorts us. But in our lifetime, we've seen Paul's encouragement to show affection being pushed to become almost a taboo. We hesitate to touch people, even benignly, lest we're accused of something inappropriate and objectionable. Teachers hesitate to touch pupils. Caregivers can be on tenterhooks. And in the UK, it's been found that 500,000 older people go at least 5 days a week without seeing or touching a soul. Sensing this deficit, a touch industry is now growing where professional cuddlers operate workshops, parties and one-to-one sessions to soothe the touch deprived. Francis McGlone, a professor in neuroscience from Liverpool, says, "We have demonized touch to a level at which it provokes hysterical responses and legal action, and this lack of touch is not good for mental health. We seem to have been creating a touch-averse world. It's time to recover the social power of touch." Through McGlone's research, we've learned that one of our many nerve endings exists solely to recognize a gentle stroking touch. We are destined to cuddle and stroke each other at predetermined velocities, he says. The pleasantness encourages us to keep touching, nourishes babies and binds adults, and threads well-being into the fabric of our being. Francis McGlone's research is just the tip of the iceberg of a large growing body of understanding about how vital it is for us to affectionately touch each other. Humans love touch, but touching each other in an age of Me Too and revelations about institutional abuse no longer feels safe. There is a hypervigilance of boundaries that makes it hard to find the right approach. We think twice about hugging a colleague at work or in various social settings. It's getting harder to put St. Paul's exhortation into practice. Perchance it's misinterpreted. Perhaps that's why he added, in honour, giving preference to one another when it comes to calling us to kind affection. I wonder if we were to keep a touch diary, how quickly it would fill up. We could record when our coach patted us on the back, or we shook hands with someone and they used both hands, or we shared a hug with an elderly person who lives nearby, or we lightly touched a person's forearm whilst in conversation, or someone momentarily rested their hand on our shoulder to show their solidarity with us. I've learned we can touch a person's spirit with carefully chosen affectionate words. And even a kind and tender facial expression can touch an uncertain soul. I'm not seriously suggesting you keep a diary like that, but I would encourage you to be asking, how can I build more touch into my life? How can I express my affection for another so they know Papa too is especially fond of them? Practice at home, then in the community of believers. But don't stop there. There are people all around us who are just maybe starting to feel, even subconsciously, that they are untouchable. Shalom.